Buenos dias, vamos tomar el desayuno before the scheduled 9 a.m. downpour. Buenos dias. I've just had breakfast. Oh, eu vengo de tomar el desayuno. And I've been really happy with the last results yesterday because I did succeed indeed in buying a new phone and a professional microphone. I had been courting a professional microphone for a while. I did attempt to buy one in the Netherlands. It wasn't really successful. It's not, surprisingly, it's not the sort of thing you find easily around. I actually went to the DJI shop. You have to go to somewhere rather specialized. I had gone before to places that sell instruments and audio, didn't find it, and it works really fine. It slightly vibrates when it starts or ends recording, so it's really easy to know if it's on, for example. It's also easy to control it with the receiver, and best of all, my previous phone had a compatibility problem with the gimbal. So it can record in 4K on the front camera, as well as the back camera of course, but because of some mismatch between Samsung's API and DJI's gimbal software, when using the gimbal it only recorded in 1080p. So in the Netherlands, for example, I ended up recording it in 1080p, and then I had to upscale it using AI to 4K. Which, I mean, it's fine, but it never works as well as recording natively. And it's not a problem with the phone, it's not a problem with the gimbal, it's a problem with the API, what they call camera 2. There's no known solution. Nobody knows why it happens, how it works, not on Samsung, not on DJI. And I bought a new phone, an A56, and I was wondering, well, is it going to have the same problem? Because it likely will. It's very similar to my previous phone, and it doesn't. The new recording now is in 4K, even on the front camera. So it should improve massively the camera quality over what we had in the Netherlands. And yesterday was just the perfect day to start it. I always recommend that you leave like one free day at the beginning of the trip to go after things, to just buy everything you need and to set things up, and it absolutely worked. It was a great call. This once I did buy the new phone, the microphone. I took like 4 to 6 hours yesterday morning to set everything up, and it worked perfectly. Really improved the quality of what was happening. And yesterday I got a lot of wind and a lot of rain in the bus, and so I really hope the microphone worked well, because if it wasn't for it, if I hadn't gone and bought it on my first day here, I probably would have unusable audio from yesterday. So from the second part of my breakfast here, and by the way, this is via Argentina, this is El Cangrejo. As always, it's kind of cloudy here. We should get a downpour like at 10 a.m. just like yesterday. I'm getting there's like two great downpours over the day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon pattern. And this is a neighborhood mostly known around. It's restaurants and bars, but it's also quite residential. And yesterday I said this city reminds me a lot of Janeiro, and this neighborhood actually reminds me a lot of where I live there in Tijuca. People say that Panama is the Dubai of the Americas, but I really get a feeling it's way more the Rio de Janeiro of Central America, albeit much safer. but the ambience, the buildings, except in the financial region, outside there, the buildings, the trees, the way the city works reminds me so much of Rio de Janeiro. And now to the second part of my breakfast. I always complain during these trips, for example in the Netherlands, that often there aren't fruits and salad and everything like this in the hotel. In my hotel in the Netherlands there was a lot of charcuterie, but practically no fruits. However, this is one of the tips for traveling. In almost every country I've been to, if you go to a supermarket, here a fruteria, there's almost always an assortment of fruit salads, and you usually can also get other things in individual portions, such as, for example, fresh juice, or at least almost fresh juice. So I've just been to a cafe, I ate an empanada there, but I always talk about the importance of keeping eating fruits, particularly to keep our bowels working during the trip. And even if there isn't any in your hotel, there's almost surely some in a nearby fruit shop or supermarket. These sorts of individual portion fruit salads, every country I've been to, I've seen them. What an absolutely unexpected thing. I was just walking towards the sea, towards the beach. Turns out the street's closed. There will be some kind of Christmas presentation here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to rain, as every day, and it only starts at 3 p.m. So I'm not going to stay here. Maybe I should come back later, but I was just going to try to cross it, and I found the street completely blocked. I asked the policeman. He told me it was the Christmas presentation, and I looked it on the internet. Looks like to be 3 p.m. ¿Puedo grabar un poquito en tu carro? Gracias. This was so so circumstantial, so I just missed the rain. The street was closed because of the Christmas presentation, and so I decided to ask for an Uber because I just couldn't cross the street. I said, well, I might as well go by Uber to Casco. And the driver also didn't know it was closed, so he was like, well, it's closed. And I was like, well, for sure, but do you want me to walk to you? I can walk. And it was a short walk, or like 400 meters, but I just missed the rain. If I had taken 2 more minutes to get to his car, would have been completely wet. So now nosotros vamos a Casco Viejo.